Hello, Jay here. That was a little loop jam session on Pat Metheny song, acoustic on my acoustic guitar. Just the head of the song, which is like the first part. There's a B part to that song. It's called Take the Last Train, I think is the name of it, by Pat Metheny. And I just kind of like that song, and I've always just loved Pat Metheny's music. You know, I have really fond memories, early memories, of a good friend of mine. He has a good Facebook page you ought to check out. He does acoustic guitar and plays a lot of folk and folk rock songs over the years. He's been a professional guitar teacher and performer in coffee houses all over the North Country, and now I think he's retired down in Florida. And he was a partner. We were partners, and we traveled around together and played music together. And he had an 8-track player in his car with Pat Metheny's album on it. And I think that song was on that album. And I used to just love listening to that when we'd be traveling. There's a lot of windshield time when we'd travel from one gig to the other, or go play for a few nights down in Albany, New York, or whatever. And those were fun times. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I felt that musically we kind of gelled together and did a lot of good things. But so that was the head. Because when you're doing a loop on this particular looper, now they have a new generation of this Boss looper out where you can do a B section, because that song has where it goes into, there's a B section goes la 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 da 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 da. Go back and da 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 da. So that B section wasn't in there, because I did the loop just for the A section, and it was kind of rhythmically challenging, to be honest, even though it was just a tap on there. But to do those eighth notes or whatever, maybe 16th notes anyway, doing that and keeping that steady, and then keeping the chords in my head for the loop, and something I probably should have ran through a bunch of times before I did it, but I've done it before. It's just been a while, and I had a lot of fun, and it's fun to improvise on. One of the things that Pat Metheny does in that song that I find very interesting in the beginning, where he goes, da, da, da. When he does his solo section, he does a line that goes, da, da, da. So if you go with this, which is like a A6 chord, there's the 6, and if you add this, it's like an augmented fourth, and it kind of changes the feel of that A chord to a B major chord, B major, sort of. It's kind of weird, but it's not a note that you would find naturally occurring in the A major scale. So when he does that, I really enjoyed that. It's something that, you know, he thinks way out of the box, melodically and with his notes and stuff, and the modes and the scales that he uses. But I really enjoyed that. I mean, just a beautiful melody in that song. Anyways, just wanted to do that this week. It's been a brutal week business-wise. It's been great, but just a lot going on, many jobs to manage, and I'm kind of exhausted, tired, because I'd be up. I start work at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then doing estimates and paperwork and contracts and payrolls and you know, things like that, and then you know, hit the job sites at 6:30 in the morning, some of them. Then go to another job site at 8 to get that crew going, get all the things they need, run around, get paint, get supplies, some of the gopher, and you know, so long days, 150-mile days on my car, my truck, running from job to job. So you know, a lot going on with that. we had I had a great Father's Day. The kids came over, but after our little barbecue, at least it waited till that time, big tree branch came down and took out the power line from the back of the house from the roof to the garage. So I'm still waiting for an electrician to come out and give me an estimate on that and get that fixed and the roof fixed. So who knows how long that's going to take. So the back of the house and the garage are out of power, and I was hoping to have all the guys come over and have a rehearsal in the back on the patio. But we're going to probably do that tomorrow on Dave's back patio because he does have electricity, and Donnie brings a little sound system, and we'll do our distancing, practicing out over there. So with the senior discounts, we'll have a really good time. Anyway, I hope you're all well. With the way things, the current climate, with the way things are going in the country, I have watched the news enough to know that there's a lot of weird stuff going on, with the protests and the riots, and I don't know. I'm kind of disgusted, to be honest with you, about all of that. I don't understand a lot of it. The anger and the hatred and the divisiveness and those kind of things. People always should be able to talk things out and be civil to each other, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people don't want that. But anyway, on a positive note, I'm staying positive. I'm going to keep going forward. The other thing is our refrigerator's on the fritz, so a lot of our food is going bad in there. So I had to go out this morning and purchase another refrigerator. So we figured that out. They're going to be delivering that next week. So until then, the next time I'll be coming to you will be July 4th, I believe. Will be the 4th of July. So I wish you all a happy and safe week if you're on vacation, if you're going camping, whatever you're doing, have fun, enjoy your families. It's a great time of year, and this country is a great country. We've seen a lot of horrible things in our history, but we've prevailed and gone through them, and people prosper in this country. And they have faith and they have freedom. I'm going to keep it that way, I hope. Just celebrate the 4th, which is the day of our independence from an oppressive regime ruling over our country. So something to celebrate, have a hot dog and some apple pie or whatever kind of food that you enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. I just used the looper and the guitar. I had the guitar going through, the equipment. So I had the guitar going through a DOD Acoustic processor, preamp processor. Actually, I have it going through the LR Bags Gig Pro. This is the big Gig Pro. This is kind of cool because I don't have a volume control on my guitar, so it has a belt loop on it, a belt clip. So I can clip it on the belt when we're playing in clubs and stuff, and if my guitar volume's not high enough, I can turn it up because I have one of those inline pickups here underneath the bridge and on the body. So you can hear the percussive on the guitar too. But this nice little preamp has a bass trim and treble control and boost and things like that. And that's going directly into the DOD processor, acoustic, and it has like a flange on it, I think, and coarser flange. Like you can do this sound. Oops, this one here. Has a wide variety of sounds. Then into the looper. So let's see, maybe I'll just take us out with jamming on the Pat Metheny stuff here. Let's see. I'm going to play it. Let's go. Here we go. Goofed that up, but it's okay.